Have you ever scrolled through global university rankings? You go from 100 to 200 looking for an Indonesian university, and it's just not there. And then you start questioning, are we really that far behind? And I had the same question. And then I found this book, and it changed how I see the whole thing. My name is Anza. I'm an MA student in education at Indonesian International Islamic University. So basically this topic is literally my daily life. This book is called Changing Higher Education in East Asia, written by Oxford University researchers, published in 2022. This book really sounds academic, but what it's really asking is something that is very personal to us. Is the global education system actually fair to Asia? And are we really being seen for what we really are? So basically, the main author, Simon Marginson, is one of the top experts on global higher education. He basically runs the biggest research center on the topic at Oxford. His co-author, Sinsu, specialized specifically in Asian universities. They pulled in researchers from Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Vietnam. He brought people who actually live inside these systems. The book looks at universities across East Asia and asks one simple question. Are these countries just copying the West, or are they building something new? So, surprisingly, the answer is both. They are adapting to the global standards, but they are also quietly holding onto their own culture and the values at the same time. That tension between going global and staying local is the whole heart of the book. And honestly, in Indonesian case, Indonesia is living that exact same tension right now. We are going to delve into several key points of this book. The first one, global rankings are neutral. They will build around Western ideas of what a good university looks like. They measure English publication, international students, and also citation from the Western journals. So, in this case, for example, if you are a university in Surabaya doing research on local issues and also publishing in local languages or in Bahasa, the ranking literally cannot see you. The book calls this making only certain knowledge invisible. And that's exactly what is happening to a lot of great work being done in this region. So, the second, the pressure to rank globally can pull university in a tough direction. When rankings become the main goal, universities start putting more energy to meeting those metrics. So, they focus more on international publication, more emphasis also on research output, which is honestly, I think, isn't a bad thing on its own. But sometimes, in the middle of all that, the local side of things get a little left behind. Research that matters deeply to Indonesian communities, teaching quality and also community engagement. These things are harder to measure, so they are easier to overlook. It's not about blame. Universities are responding to the real pressure from the system. But this book reminds us that metrics don't always capture the full picture of what a university is actually doing well. And the third, this is the hopeful part. And there's another way actually. Countries like South Korea and also Singapore built world-class universities without losing their identity. They didn't just copy-paste Western model. They took what was useful, adapted it, and protected what was uniquely theirs. The book calls this being in between, not fully global and also not fully local, but both. And that's actually not a weakness, that's actually a strategy. So, in conclusion, is this book perfect? I think no. It focused more on East Asia rather than our region, Southeast Asia. Indonesia is in front and center. But the ideas that are exactly what we really need to be talking about here. Because the question of what our universities are for, who they serve, what counts as knowledge, what success looks like. That's not abstract. That affect real students, real career, and also real future. And that answer shouldn't only come from a ranking published in London. If you are a student, a lecturer, or just someone who cares about education in Indonesia, I think this book is really worth your time. So, drop a comment below. Do you think our universities should chase global rankings or focus more on local relevance? I really want to know, what do you think? See you in the next one.